Hey everyone. I had wanted to do a series on predators, on what we do and how we keep our chickens safe, and also how we deter the predators. Basically our own little security thing that we do for our chickens and our goats. We mainly have had just foxes and raccoons, and of course dogs. Both hunting dogs and the neighbor's dogs down the street. And last night I woke up. I was awoken by a scream. So at first I thought it was Hazel had given birth, because it was 11:30 at night. And I got up and I went to the kitchen window and I saw that she was okay, and I saw that Ava was out there, but I didn't see Snow Nugget. So I was kind of scared that something had gotten Snow Nugget. So I got Hercules and we went outside to go see what was going on. Of course, we didn't see nothing. The birds were making their squawking noise, and Snow Nugget was in the pen, so she's fine. And I saw a small patch of feathers. Let me see if I can show you. Show you what I'm talking about, unless they got blown away. Right there. Well, those feathers, a little bit bigger pile of feathers right here, but it's been pretty windy, so I'm guessing that it kind of got blown away. Anyways, so I went back inside and I looked at our security cameras, because we have security cameras. And sure enough, there was a fox that had gotten a hold of one of the chickens. And it had the chicken, but the chicken had gotten away. And I kind of rewound the security, and it looks like I came out 2 minutes after the fox had the chicken. So right now I'm actually out here looking for the chicken, and I haven't seen it yet, which is kind of funny because I wanted to show you guys what we do for the chickens and everything, because right now seems like it's the time for the predators to come out and find food for their babies, or they're teaching the babies. As I had said, I was woken up at 11:30. I have Zeke over there tending to the baby chicks, feeding them and watering them. But I woke up at 11:30, and Hercules and I, came out, try to see what was going on. Of course, there was nothing going on when we were there. The fox had already ran off. After I checked the security camera, after I had checked the security camera, I kind of saw where the chicken had gone. The only downfall to the cameras is that it doesn't have night vision. It doesn't go very far. So I can only see her flutter past the goat pens, and then she disappears by the apple tree. And the fox had ran straight towards the house. So I'm not sure if the fox had gotten her, like if it ran toward the house and then it pivoted and grabbed her. I'm not sure. So, but now it's about 5:30, well, 5 o'clock. I was going to say, well, 4:30, between 4:30 and 5. And I'm out here, I'm trying to look for the chicken. I've already looked by the apple tree. I'm in the woods right now, looking for any other signs of any feathers or anything, which I don't see anything as of yet. So I'm not sure if the chicken's hiding or what. But if you haven't had any predators attack your chickens, like you haven't seen any gone, any missing, I can assure you that they're probably visiting at night. So make sure you have all your coops and everything secured. We do free range our chickens. Well, some of them we free range. And just something that happens. But you can't go back on our little path right now because there's this big tree right here. So I'm going to try to go the other way. Because this way, like down here, that's where we've had the foxes come from before. And I think their den is, you know, down that way somewhere. But I guess to start off my little series, I'm going to tell you some stories. Okay, so when we first got chickens, we got them like in March several years ago, right? And Jacob built a coop for them when they were old enough to go outside. And we locked them up every single night. And I want to say about August, September, there was one night we forgot to put them up. We came home really late from our errand, and you can guess what happened to the chickens. The next day, there were piles of feathers everywhere. And it pretty much looked like this. See all those feathers? So those feathers are from our chicken from this morning, but that's what those piles of feathers look like all throughout the yard. We had it in the front yard, the backyard, our neighbor's yard, his front and backyard. And we counted up our chickens. We had 20 chickens, and we ended up only having our 3 roosters and 5 hens. Yeah, so like wiped out pretty much like half. Wiped out half of our flock. And then the next day, we had, sorry, I saw something. I thought maybe it might be the fox, but it was a chicken back here. See? We had let our chickens free range during the day, and there's some that just free range all the time, but usually they're pretty good about going up at nighttime and staying up, so I don't know why that one chicken was down for. But anyways, we had a chicken that came back to us the following day. It was one of our black sex-linked chickens. They're black with brown. We're hitting another dead end here. Nice big old tree. So we got a trail back there that we go on. But anyways, so that was the only time that we had problems. And then the next batch of chickens that we got, they grew up. And then in January, we had raccoons kill like half the flock because they broke into where we had the chickens at. And that was absolutely crazy because it would be like 3 of them in there. And we were also finding chickens in parts, like the legs separated and the head separated. Yeah, it's not pretty. It's very disgusting. But then with the foxes, which we're dealing with them again, we actually had a break from them last summer, but the summer before, we had them attacking all the time, It was crazy. We had but the summer that we had the foxes attacking, it was crazy because it was more than one fox. We had a fox chase our rooster, little Roo. Like, it was in the middle of the afternoon. It was a bright red fox. And then we had like other foxes showing up. We had like a gray one and a gold one, and then that red one. I don't know if they're all the same ones or not, but I'll tell you right now that foxes are very clever. They are just very sneaky, and sometimes they are brave too. We had made I'll have to show you, but we have a crabapple tree, and it was blocking our sight to the trail, because the trail is where they'll come across and you can see them. So we cut a big branch down from the crabapple tree, and I decided, well, I'm gonna make some crabapple jelly. I'm gonna put those crab apples to use. So I go outside, and me and the chickens, we're all out there getting little crab apples, gathering them up. And while we were gathering them, one of the chickens started making a whole bunch of noise, and ended up a fox had grabbed the chicken, and I am like right there. I'm like several feet away from the fox. And so the fox is walking off into the forest with the chicken in his mouth. It was a black chicken. It was walking in the forest. So I yelled for Jacob, because he's supposed to be up there on the deck with the rifle, but of course he was gone. He had gone inside. So when I had yelled, then the fox had ran off, but it took the chicken with it. And I just thought that was just so crazy. But if you read other people's stories, you'll see some things. I saw like one person that mentioned that they were outside on their porch enjoying their chicken on the porch with them. The little chicken was just chilling, and the fox came up and snatched the chicken and then ran off. So I think that's definitely something to keep in mind if you're dealing with foxes. But I'm going to do a series, and I'm going to show you what we do, because there's several different things that we do for these predators. Like I said, we've only dealt with raccoons and foxes and the dogs. We do have coyote that run through the forest, but we have never seen them. But if we do see a coyote, then we'll just handle it like we handle the fox. So, but this is to be continued. All right, you guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye.